All right, so I finally get to talk a little bit about episode 8 of Chucky, the season finale. I'm getting it a week late, obviously. Um, right off the bat, this episode left a lot for season 2. I would say the majority of pretty much everything that I'm left excited about or I am excited about in this episode, they really didn't answer. But it still had a good finale to season 1 at least, even if a small part of the finale was actually revealed and a lot was just left up to interpretation until, or leaving you guessing, I guess, until season 2. One thing I did not pick up on in episode 7 until I started watching other people's reviews after my own review, obviously, is the fact on, Chucky wanting to get the kids to kill. That it's connected to the whole voodoo ritual, and by having one of the children kill is what creates Chucky's army. I didn't really clue into that myself, but they do reveal that right off the bat at the beginning of this episode, which confirms everything from there. The other thing that I was excited for episode 8 mainly was Frankenstein, because I love Frankenstein and I knew they were going to do a lot of homages to it. If not just like they did the homages in like playing the scenes along with what's happening behind the screen and playing into the story and the plot of Chucky. But, I knew they were going to throw homages, whether they be funny or dramatic, in some way, shape, or form. And I laughed how Chucky references the little girl death in Frankenstein and says it's his favorite scene, and then starts doing his Chucky laugh to it. When it's my least favorite scene in that film, and I actually still cringe every time I watch it because it's so sad seeing a child death, especially in the early 30s. That must have been like devastatingly brutal for an audience at that time. But it had a nice slasher vibe. I guess I put my expectations pretty high on the theater massacre, so I was expecting a bigger bloodbath, but you still get a cool payoff regardless. The banter back and forth between Lexi and Junior was okay, like what was happening behind the screen. It was all right. It wasn't bad or anything like that. I like Jake and how he kind of evolves into a more tough character in this episode specifically. There's a lot going on with Andy, Kyle, and Junior at the or not Junior, Devin at the beginning. But Andy and Kyle's situation, I'm very confused on. I'm looking to see what goes on with that in season 2. What goes on with Kyle completely, because she totally vanished. I mean, if they kill her off, that would be really stupid because that would be a waste of a character. But I'm not assuming that they're going to go into that direction at all. How they survived the explosion to begin with is just totally swept under the rug. I mean, Junior just comes right back into the picture with no scratch or scar whatsoever. And then Andy also does, at least he's a little battered up, but he again comes out of nowhere. So that's going to take a lot of explaining in the future season. And of course, we got Nika now completely missing arms and legs. I'm not going to spoil the film, but if anybody has seen the film The Perfection on Netflix, that scene totally reminded me of that film. So if you haven't seen The Perfection, go watch it because it is an amazing film. But as soon as I saw Nika in that final scene of Nika and Tiffany, I just thought The Perfection immediately. Yeah, good episode. They, I hope for reasons, left a lot to guess, because Chucky isn't over yet because they've already confirmed the second season, so I'm not too afraid of them explaining the pieces that weren't explained in this one. But it was a nice finale to season 1. Maybe they rushed it a little bit, but like I said, It's not like it's not like a Purge situation where they finish off season 2 on a cliffhanger and then the show just disappears and gets canceled. So we don't have that going on, and I think Don Mancini definitely seems like the type of man to have a lot of surprises for us. You know, the Tiffany doll is in the picture now, and all kinds of things can happen on season 2. So basically, that's my wrap up of a series in a nutshell. I do like the Shining reference. Here's Chucky. That almost was a calling of itself, of its own. So that was cool. And all the horror references in this film are great. Like picking Frankenstein to end it off on, really good choice in my opinion. But anyways, I'll make this one quick. So that's season 1 entirely of Chucky. I enjoyed it, and I'm very much looking forward to season 2. So subscribe to Morgan Film Fan if you like to listen to my voice or if you like my film reviews. I'll be back with more. Check out the ones on the channel. This series is complete. Go watch my Dexter reviews if you haven't seen those yet. I'm going through, or I'm watching weekly on Dexter as well. And yeah, so until next review, take care, guys. Have a good one, and cheers.